mode. Dynamic banter. Time to shut up and start the show. It's the mode.
Hey guys, welcome. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. It's Dynamic Banter.
Dude, that actually made me so joyous for a second. Some Christmas vibes.
I know. We love Christmas around these parts, but I don't want to skip Halloween. Okay?
For sure.
And I think
Sexy Christmas.
It's unfair to skip Halloween, and because what a fun! Halloween's my favorite holiday, with Christmas pretty close behind, and after that, all the holidays kind of suck. Thanksgiving's okay because of the food.
I'll die on this hill forever. I love Thanksgiving.
I love it too, but it's kind of a bullshit holiday if you ask me. It's not as cool as Christmas.
No, I like celebrating the birth of our Lord. You're right about that.
Christ the Savior is born. So guys,
Is that Third Eye Blind?
I wanted to welcome y'all to the show, but I want to put some stuff out up at the top here if I can. And Mike, I think you probably also want to throw out some stuff that people need to know about where they can find you and see
I'd just
you.
like to throw out stuff if that's okay.
I'd love for you to throw out stuff, but if I could throw out a few things,
I'm about to fucking throw out.
I'll fucking throw something out. I don't even give a shit.
If you don't go slow down, I'm about to throw out.
Dude, I miss our old throw-in rope bits and such.
Well, they're in there, you know.
But I wanted to say a huge shout out to Whitney Moore, who was on the show last episode.
Oh, yeah, big ups.
I'm so proud of this woman because this is the year of Whitney, and she's having a month, brother. She got to direct a short that she wrote and co-directed with friends and people that love her and care about her.
TV show.
And she's on a TV show, Critical Role, huge TV show, with her friends, all her friends that she's known for years.
What the hell?
I'm getting electrocuted. I'm Hassan's dog. You guys hear about that shit?
Yes.
You know, it's time. Well, we don't have to talk about it. Fuck that guy, I think.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to talk about that.
Yeah, I don't
It's
really
just
want
kind of like a bummer.
It's a bummer. But anyway, she's also in this movie, The Smashing Machine, with Dwayne Johnson.
And that's fucking awesome. Not also just Dwayne Johnson, but fucking Benny Safdie directed
Benny
it.
Safdie directed it.
And he did Uncle
And
John.
we went to go see the movie with Whitney and all of her friends, and we basically bought 3 rows at the AMC in Burbank with the Batman statue out back.
Yep.
And we had such a fun time, man. And seeing Whitney up there on the screen, whenever I see my friends, she plays Emily Blunt's sister. And
That's the character?
I don't remember the character name.
Starring Whitney Moore
there's
as
a short,
Emily Blunt's sister.
there's a minute and 25 scene with Whitney in it, and it's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's honestly the highlight of the movie for me, but it must be the bias from
No, I think
loving
that's
and knowing
fucking
Whitney for so long.
awesome to see your friend.
It's so awesome.
in an awesome movie.
It's
see the
so
homies win.
awesome. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. When I see, when I saw Anna, who's also been on the show, in the Final Destination movies, and she's also coming up in the sequel to The Black Phone.
Oh, well,
Phone
fuck
2?
yeah.
Black Phone 2. She's in that. So we got to have her back to promote it. And by the way, we need to have her boyfriend, Ryan Nemeth, on the show soon, too. So we've got a stacked cast of really fun, doing well folks out in the world. But when I saw Whitney up on that screen, it just fills me with so much joy to see someone you love in a dream scenario where what percentage of people in the world even ever get to experience that, seeing themselves or a friend on
Emily Blunt's sister.
Good luck.
We can never be Emily Blunt's sister.
Good. No, we couldn't.
You could. Depends on the movie
Depends on how much
and the character and the actor.
Can I put you on hold for a second?
Yeah, sure.
Oh Mike, you're not hearing this perfect hold music.
God, I've been on hold for 45 seconds.
Why does the
whole music drop out? Why is there like bad reception on
It is
You're
bad
right.
reception.
Why is that?
You know
I
what?
think it's because it's a phone call.
Can I tell you what I think? Can I tell you what I think it really is? No, dude. No, shut up. Shut up.
You write that down for stand-up.
No, that's bullshit. I don't like that joke, and I don't think that's a good joke.
Yeah, I agree.
What the fuck?
Yeah, can I tell you why?
But you guys laughed at it.
No, I didn't laugh at it.
I laugh at a lot of stuff.
Cut,
I don't think
cut.
is funny in this room.
But let's go replay. I didn't laugh at all at that. And I'll tell you why. Because that's not the reason. And as a matter of fact, it's inconceivable as the reason.
Whoa.
Because when was the last time you were on the phone and suddenly you heard like static or something?
Maybe 1998.
Well, it's not even static. It's literally the connection kind of dropping out. And think about it like
That rarely
music
happens.
So then
playing.
why does the operator come in and it sounds crystal clear?
I'll tell you
doesn't.
why. Are you ready?
Think about
We're
it.
not having the same phone conversation.
I know exactly
telling
what
you,
you're
you're
talking
listening
about.
to me
Yeah.
in my fucking house.
Let me tell you the reason. Can I tell you the reason? Is that okay?
Yeah.
Can I call someone? Is it okay to call someone?
Are we going to test it out live right now?
I know someone who works in the telephone. No, but the real reason is the music comes from a satellite.
That's what I'm saying. It's not even like a direct
The
feed from the
music
call.
is a satellite. It's literally like
Space music.
like what was the audio? Like Sirius XM.
Mm-hmm.
It's like an XM radio station that you can pay to have access to
How do
as
we
a
get our show on
business.
there?
We should, dude.
That's
Every
Mike,
fucking
listen.
holding message.
Hold on.
it's like,
That
Isn't
hold
jizz
on.
gay? I just
Dude,
got so excited.
Here's the thing, Mike. I think that's a brilliant idea.
Yeah.
Because all of the things we've ever done on the show that has been an outward, like, kind of like you can experience it as the audience beyond the show has all been stuff that we appreciate and love from our past growing up. Like when we give you guys when we drop t-shirts, which by the way, we've got a Halloween drop coming up.
Yep.
Or it's already up.
What's up?
On the new website?
On the new website. Dude, there's so much housekeeping right now. We have a lot of housekeeping to do.
We're gonna start the show about 45 minutes.
We're almost ready to start the show.
I'll remind you about the website.
But dude, we were talking about making wrestling toys versions of ourselves. And we had all the records, the like flat picture disc. Oh, yeah. Like all this shit we've done, the cassette is because we like love that shit. And we also grew up in a time where there were hotlines and like calling and getting put on hold and shit was like the norm. So, dude, if we did, and I love They Might Be Giants, one of my favorite bands, if not my favorite band of all time.
And also, jury's still out on whether or not they are.
And actually, yeah, it's there. In fact, there's a guy coming this week to verify.
To measure them.
And they've been around for like 50 years. But the thing is they had this service in the 90s, in the 80s, 90s called Dial a Song. And you could dial the number and it would be like, hey, we're They Might Be Giants, and here's an unreleased song or like a demo of something. And you'd just hear a song and it would come from their answering machine in New York. And it's such a beloved, like, nostalgic thing if you love that kind of shit. And if we had like a Dynamic Banter fucking hotline, dude, the
That's
possibilities.
where we release one public-facing episode a month.
You'd sit there on the phone for an hour.
And then all the rest of the episodes are
But
phone.
you have to make sure that you call the right, phone number to where the hold signal is going to be the episode.
This is a version. We always talk about this cool shit that we literally could only do if we had money. Speaking of, guys, we released a new Spirit Halloween style Dynamic Banter shirt.
Speaking of things we're very passionate about.
Yes. We have a very limited drop on this really fun Spirit Halloween style Dynamic Banter thing. And it's very good. And also, Mr. Jesse Stillwell, friend of the show, of the program, he just decided, since he owned the domain for dynamicbanter.com, which he explained to me the reason why he did was because he saw that we didn't have it.
Yeah.
It was available to purchase. And in his mind, he was like, I don't want some shitbag or somebody to just grab it as like a cash grab kind of thing.
Or if
He's
there
like,
is a shit bag, it's one of our shit bags.
exactly. And so Jesse was like, he kind of had it for safekeeping. And I think he even hit us up like many times about it
remember that.
back in the day. And he's like, hey, just so you know, I own the dynamicbanter.com domain and you can have it.
Yeah.
But we're just like, okay.
We're like, we're hanging on by a thread right now.
yeah, like a website is like the last thing we're thinking of on the priority list of stuff to do. But we fucking have it
Yeah, it's
because Jesse Stillwell is like so good with computer. He's a computer.
He is a computer.
And he just like, he says it's his therapy to like make website stuff and design coding and stuff.
Yeah.
And so he just kind of did it in his free time. And so now we have dynamicbanter.com.
It looks great. And it's incredibly helpful.
That's right. You can go there right now, and there's a bit glossary that's a collaboration between Jesse and some folks from the subreddit.
That's the coolest shit.
It's amazing. It feels almost like people like us again.
Dude, for those of you who don't know, this show used to get like bad friends.
And we kind of didn't realize it.
We didn't, because no one had a podcast, but it was kind of like
It was an outlier for sure.
It was like a weird thing to have.
Yeah.
And we had so much of it.
Yeah.
And we had such a good time. And then the pandemic happened. I think we
It
bumped
crippled
everybody
us.
out.
No, you think it crippled everybody. Dude, I actually...
It sucks that, like, you know what I thought about often back then? It's like, on one hand, I think it would have been great for us to take the pandemic off. And then on the other hand, I'm like, it was great that we didn't, because
would have been harder to come
I
back from that,
fucking
yeah.
binged the fuck out of podcasts during the pandemic, and I looked forward to them every week about a myriad of different things.
For
I was
sure.
like, oh, it's Monday, this one comes out. Oh, it's Friday, this one comes
Yeah.
out. And I would listen to it while I was cooking or being sad. And then we were that for some
I like that you
people.
looked at me because you know I'm sad.
Well, point to somebody in this room who isn't. And then we got to be that for
Jesus.
people. Jesus.
is in this room.
Jesus is never sad, even though he created the concept of sadness. And thank you, Jesus, for that. Thank you, Jesus, for my depression.
Amen.
Thank you, Jesus, for the $150 every week that goes out of my bank account and into therapist. Thank you, Jesus, one time. But anyway, it's like I have such mixed feelings about, all of that.
Me too, man.
But yeah, dude, I think everything goes, we've been doing this for 9 years. It's going to go in waves. And I just feel like we're on a good wave right now.
We're on a
And
great wave right now.
Sometimes I wish that everybody from back in the day would just peep in just to see what's up.
Yeah.
But you can't expect it. People are different people than they were 9 years ago.
But I have seen people literally do that, Mike. Oh, man.
You got
It does happen
seed on you.
sometimes.
People pop into the comments and go, I like stopped listening in this year, and then pop back in, and it feels like it's just nothing ever changed. It's exactly the same, and it's so fun, and like I miss it.
This feels the most like it used to be.
For sure. Really, Kevin was
Some
the
guy with a
problem.
mustache on the couch. I miss Kevin.
Dude, I want to be real with you if I can.
Please.
And James and I were having a little bit of a conversation about this before the show started. But in keeping with the same kind of topic of like the pandemic and things like that. So for me, and I know everybody can relate to this, especially people who worked in an industry that got fairly crippled by the pandemic. But I was thinking about how it's been so long since I've felt like Dynamic Banter is like I'm in love with this show, and it's like my love. It's my baby. It's our show. And
It's our friend that we call up late at night to fuck.
yeah, absolutely. It's a fucking booty call. This show is our booty call, and and it's important to me, and it's so much so that we haven't, dude. We're almost at 500 episodes of this thing.
Can you imagine?
Blows my fucking mind, dude. We're at like 430 something or 440 something.
488.
480? Jesus.
We have no plan, by the way.
Well, I think we were saying something about January might be the 500th or something. January or February. But hopefully we could do something. I can do math. I can't do math. But anyway, so the thing I wanted to say is that, like, personally, I have been not dealing with these crushing, traumatic things that occurred in relation to the pandemic and before, and incidences before, and incidences of yore. And
Like what? Let's deal with them right now.
Let's just open up our hearts and our minds, and let's just have therapy
We
right
could fix
now.
it.
But yeah, I've been really struggling through shit, dude, like big time. Like, but maintaining that this is like the place where I get to be myself, have fun, work with you, work with James, work with Kevin, Leah, whoever, Corey, Josh, and
Irish,
and the people we have in the show, Irish,
yeah,
Irish. And it's always been a place of comfort and fun and good shit. Like, I usually leave this studio room feeling like creatively energized, and I feel like we made even if it feels like sometimes we do this show and when we're done we feel like that was a bad show.
Which is normal.
Which is totally normal. Yeah. But then
in that it happens every
because
week.
you hold yourself to a high standard.
Yes.
And your identity is tied to your creativity.
Yeah.
Right? So if you're not like fulfilled and expressing that in a way that like kind of lives up to your expectation,
yes,
then you can walk away from it feeling like drained and like less than and stuff. But that's just being a creative person.
I'm basically desperate to be understood and loved, and also to entertain. And if I do one of those things really well, or if I'm like, if I can entertain, even if I felt in my soul it wasn't very good and people are still entertained by that, then that keeps me going for like another year at least. Mm-hmm. Right?
Every person I entertain buys me 1 year.
Yeah,
of
pretty
life.
much, dude. Like, that's
So
my
sound off in the comments.
It's my life force. It's why when we do shows or when you do shows and the audience is fucking feeling it and they're like loving everything you're saying.
Which they do sometimes.
Dad.
More times than not, man.
That energy, that feeling of energy is like nothing else. It's like, it's a great feeling. It fuels you into
doing heroin afterwards.
Into doing heroin to keep it up. Exactly. So anyway, and I've just been kind of like dealing with like, you know, shit like people do, and which is very normal. But that entire time, like, I've just been feeling this kind of like creative full stop. Like, whether it's because of traumatic incidences or feelings of inadequacy based on dwindling show numbers and dwindling social media numbers and all that unhealthy shit to obsess over. Mm-hmm. And but it's, you know, it's one of those things where you go somewhere on the internet where you put a piece of art out and one of the comments is like, this person's still doing shit, they should be fucking dead in a ditch or something, or they should be like,
do people say that?
Oh yeah, because we destroyed their lives because of a internal friendship issue that occurred that destroyed us.
Oh, that's too bad.
But yeah, and we still get like ridiculous, like, why are you even doing this? Why are you even trying to make content still? You're done. It's over. Like, you're not as popular as you once were and shit. And it's like, it sucks to be like struggling and then
somebody
see
who's
that
never made anything
exactly
ever in their lives.
Well, yeah, I mean, that there's a million logical reasons why that comment, it should not affect me,
but still hurts.
But when you're like down and you see shit like that, it hits you the hardest.
100%, man. And people don't like think about that.
No,
they don't think of it as you as like a normal person.
Not at all.
With a fucking heart and like a perspective.
That makes mistakes and tries to do their best and all that shit.
It's like, no. We own you because we watched you online
exactly.
when we were 17.
You owe us the truth in every aspect of your personal life, the entertainment for free forever, and dance monkey dance until we're sick of you. And even then we're allowed to check in on you and make a comment about how your life should be from their own twisted perspectives and shit. but like, you know, what I'm trying to say is that I've been, you know, there, you roll through it. You got to roll through it, and you got to like, because there's more important things and more amazing things in the world than just an internet comment or the internet in general or this industry as a whole. And so I did a lot of soul searching and shit. And I feel like Whitney asking me to be in her movie and writing it essentially for me to like have fun with puppets and be a dumb idiot, which is literally all I want to do. It really kind of like reignited this kind of like need to continue to put effort into making things, even though I spent years feeling like I shouldn't, and I'm done, and it's over, you know? And it sucks that this industry kind of turns you into someone that has to care a lot about what people think about you and how you're perceived and how you present yourself and how social media numbers matter if you want to get paid, if you want to get hired. It's crazy that you live in that world for so long and you learn what it takes to thrive in that kind of environment.
Like when you sell a show to a major corporation and they replace you as the host because you didn't have 300,000 Instagram followers.
What's that like, Mike? What, you don't know?
Let me try to put... You're right. Yeah, I'm not going to speak on things I don't know.
You couldn't speak on that, even though that was a very specific example
I'm just
of
saying
it.
we should have a guest on who knows what that feels like.
Yeah, because then we could get that perspective.
Yeah.
But anyway, so but the good part is that like you and Mike, you've known this for so long already, and I've known it too, but it takes a while. And James, you know it too, and I know you have a lot in your heart about this and a lot to say about this too.
Show us. Take out your heart.
Take out your heart for us, James. That looks gross.
Put it back in.
You're gross, actually. That's gross. Ew, that's gross. I kind of don't like you anymore. But what I'm trying to say is that you live in that bubble of what it takes to thrive and survive in an industry in which being not true to yourself is what like works the most in most cases. And then you realize that you don't need to do it that way. You can do it any way you want, as long as, Mike.
I want you to finish your thought.
Yeah, no, I mean, you could do it any way you want, as long as you're pouring your heart and soul into it, and you are collaborating with people who understand that too. And then maybe it's not as big as like something The Rock or Jack Black or all these like huge movie stars do.
I can't tell the difference between
Dude, it's crazy.
I mean, maybe that's
but you know what it takes to be there, and that doesn't feel like the right path for you.
Well, it's just not for everyone.
Exactly.
I was having a conversation with this fucking guy earlier today about spinning plates, and I think something that's helped me keep a lot of my sanity, especially since I've been going to therapy, and like I always think about, I'm like really like self-aware and introspective all the time to a fault.
Same.
Yes, and it's maddening. So it kind of helps to speak to a third party that doesn't have any skin in the game, other than the fact I'm giving them $150 a week. Yeah, like I'm paying you to listen, so you have to.
So shut the fuck up and listen.
Might as well sit there and pretend to listen at least.
Right, whatever. All I'm saying is that like getting it out and then seeing what somebody else who literally doesn't give a fuck is like thinking about that has been very helpful, and it's also helped me reconnect with I was talking to James about how I've been putting YouTube videos out when I have time that literally I'm completely detached from like how they do.
Yeah.
And I would love for them to do well, but also like there's so many other plates spinning. Like there's this show, there's stand up, there's like a million other things that I can care about the outcome of more.
Yeah.
And it's so nice to have at least one outlet where it's like you're using your creativity, but you're detached from the
success of it,
from the outcome.
Yeah.
And
that's hard to do.
It's hard to do like time and energy wise, but if you have that, it's very like it's just very nice because it reconnects you to like the kid in art class.
Yeah.
You know?
For sure.
I was editing a video the other day and I was like, this is weird, or there's not enough of this, or like, I wonder what people, and then I just kind of let that go and I put a video out and I was like excited about how weird it is.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And I was like, that's just that.
Yeah.
And then that'll go up and that'll live for like a week maybe.
Yeah.
And then it'll be clear canvas for something else.
Yeah, it literally is like getting a drawing pad and just starting on the first page and drawing something and going like, oh, I didn't really love that, but let's move on. Oh, this one's really good, but I'm going to move on anyway.
But
and
sometimes
you have this thing filled
that's
with
exactly what it's
all
like.
this different
and then
shit.
sometimes like you look back in a year and you have all the ones that you didn't like that you flip through that are half done or whatever, and then you do this amazing drawing a year and a half later and you're like, if I didn't flip through all that crap.
Oh,
It's the big one! It's the big one!
Dude, what do we do? I'm scared!
Let's have some fun.
You would never get to the perfect one after that.
No, you're absolutely right. I will clap for you on that. Fuck this earthquake.
That was so funny. That was so funny.
Yeah, no, you're right. And like,
dude, imagine you're driving along and you're listening to that and you're really connecting with it.
and then suddenly you're like, what is this? Are they okay?
Oh shit, is that the car?
Yeah. The thing is that you said like if you have time, you know, like you should create an outlet for your artistic expression where you don't care about who sees it, who like, you know, you're not making for anybody but yourself. Mm-hmm. And that's good too, but then you have those moments where you're like, well, I don't have time for that. Like I have to do this thing all fucking day, all week. Yeah, I have these obligations, and it makes it difficult to connect with your artistic side. And then of course there's depression and anxiety and all those other things that fucking add on top of all of the traumas and everything. And that's why therapy is fucking amazing, right? But sometimes you can't afford therapy.
I think.
We'll see.
Yeah.
But therapy is expensive, and sometimes you can't afford therapy, and then you have to just kind of like,
dude, I
roll with it.
Was telling this guy I really didn't feel like going. I go every Monday. I really believable. I really didn't feel like going at all.
Yeah.
Like I had a bad weekend. I was at like such an emotional low this weekend where I was like, just let me be alone and figure it out, you know?
Yeah.
And then I went and I was like, this'll probably, he made it a point to never watch any of his client stuff. So
that's good.
Hopefully this is that. I was like prepared to be like, I'm going to go and I'm going to have a bad time and I'm going to use that as an excuse to like find somebody else or take a break from it for a little while. Yeah. And I went and it was like so beneficial that I was like, dude, there's a part of me that needs to surrender to like I don't know how this is going to work out regardless of how strong the feeling is.
It's so hard, but it is important to do that sometimes. Like, and maybe it takes you doing that thing a million times, like with stand up. The scariest thing to me is bombing consistently.
That means you're bad.
Which means you're bad. And if it's something that you really feel passionate about, but you learn you're bad at it, that could be a big fucking, like, that could crush your dreams, essentially.
But it's also like, you can do it 100 times and be bad at it, but focus your energy the right way to get better.
Right.
The people who stay bad are the people, and maybe we're going off into a different conversation now, but the people who stay bad are the ones that are like, no, I'm great.
I know I'm funny. Yeah.
And like, don't take the time to like watch their stuff with a critical eye or kind of as much as you can let go of your biases as possible.
Like it's someone else's problem. Yeah. It doesn't work out.
You ever hear The Artist Way?
Yeah.
So it's a book and it's
bro.
Is that...
I like...
Who's that?
I thought you were going to be like, I've heard of...
And that's all you know.
Yeah, bro, I've really heard of that from my heart.
I'm really hearing you right now. No, like...
Julia Cameron.
5 years ago, I was in like a really creative slump. Not this one currently that I'm in, but
this is a different one.
It's a different one. And that like came across my fucking eyesight.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I need to look into this. Never did. Maybe I should now.
It's nice. I read most of it, and then I was out of what I didn't feel like I needed it.
Yep.
Anymore.
Dude, I love that shit.
I don't like. I'm not full. There are other books on creativity that
Yeah.
I invest in more, but I know this has done a lot of good for people. And one of the things that I loved from it is that you're supposed to wake up and keep a diary every day, which is like if you don't have a lot of money or you don't have the creative energy to like do a project every day, the least you could do is wake up
Before you do anything else.
and write for 3 minutes. Like that costs nothing.
You just make the time. Yeah.
So, and then you're not even supposed to look at what you wrote until like months later.
Oh, interesting. That's
and
cool.
so you have like perspective on it. And I think that's so cool. Because a lot of the problems that we have is that being like YouTube people and being like social media people is that it's constant, nonstop.
Oh, yeah.
So it's hard to look at yourself objectively sometimes because you can't look at it from a place where I'm like, oh, I know for a fact I've experienced more, you know, because sometimes you haven't. Sometimes you're just living like day to day.
Yeah.
Like, what am I going to get up today? What am I going to get up
Right,
today?
for sure.
And that is nice. The introspection and the self-awareness, but also removing yourself from it.
And also like it's habitual. It's like a lot of these things that you want to be, a lot of these ways that you want to live, they require a habitual like
habit.
Yeah. Like it needs to be a habit. It needs to be something that it becomes second nature then. Like right now I'm starting to write a lot more. And I'm like, my goal is to be writing like all the time. But in order to do that, you can't just be like, all right, I'm gonna write a whole script or I'm gonna write a whole sketch
For
or
sure.
whatever. You have to like literally give yourself, don't push yourself too hard.
Like today I'm going
Be
to
easy
write a
on
character
yourself.
description for this thing.
Yeah, set
Tomorrow I'm
like
gonna
realistic
write-
expectations.
Yeah, like today's goal is 2 pages. Easy. You could give yourself 2 pages and you just make sure you do that. And if you do that every day, eventually you're going to be like, fuck, I just wrote 4 pages. And like, oh shit, I wrote 6
That's
pages.
how I wrote my feature. I literally
gotta.
wrote for an hour or 10 pages a day. And eventually you finish the script.
Yeah.
You know, it's like
Exactly,
you can't. But
exactly.
before that, I had this unrealistic expectation I was put on myself where I'd be like, right. And I'm like, what's my goal there? Like, what's the like finish line there?
Yeah.
That I'm going to finish this script today.
Right.
That I'm still like developing backstory and shit for.
Yeah.
It's like, no, you have to like take it by baby steps until
Definitely.
you can't compare yourself to someone who's like, yeah, I could write a script in fucking a week. It's
Right.
like, yeah, that guy's a freak.
Right.
That's how their brain works.
And their whole
if
life
your
is
brain doesn't
different.
work
Yeah.
that way, exactly, then like don't expect to be able to do that.
But
Yeah.
also don't talk yourself out of it because like you're not like that.
100%.
Like Stephen King could lock
Exactly.
himself in a basement and have
Yeah.
like a 800-page novel. And just because you're not like that
doesn't mean that you
write
can't
a
do
book.
it.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, and it literally comes down to knowing yourself and utilizing the skills that you know you're good at in order to achieve these goals and not worry about how someone else did it. And there is a lot of direction you can take or inspiration you could take from someone's success story, and maybe you could pull some things that you feel like you're capable of achieving, but you can't just follow someone's success story to the T. It won't end up the same way.
Yeah.
That's not how life works. So it really does require being good, being kind to yourself while you attempt to create a new habit.
Yeah.
And it's like, and it is that way for everything.
Dude,
Yeah.
there's so many parallels to that. Like things that are applicable. Like real life situations.
Yeah.
Like
everything.
when I was in Connecticut and I was doing all the YouTube videos, it was literally like I was walking around with a pad all the time and making observations. Then I would go to my house and make a video based on like nothing. Like I didn't watch anyone's shit. I wasn't like no one, especially at that time. Like
There weren't like YouTubers.
there weren't, and like there were no YouTubers, or we were all spread out to
Right.
the point where
You
we
didn't
could
know
go to
about each
Playlist
other.
Live and be with the 15 of us, right?
Right.
But there was no like anyone in my general vicinity, like my state, that was doing YouTube at
Yeah.
all. And then because that was so individual and creative and specific to me at the time, that's what got the energy of people out here, the attention of people out here. So I moved out here, and then that's when I tried to do stuff to fit into the. I was like, how do I get a job out here?
Right.
These people are doing that, so I guess how do I do my version of that? And then it took like. When I moved out here, they were like, it's going to take 5 years for you to be comfortable. And I was like, fuck that. I'm too old.
Right.
I don't have 5 years. I know who I am now.
Right.
I was myself to the point where I got out here. But then it does. And you're like, oh, I have to stop doing what I think all these people need from me. And I have to shed that, which took such a long time for me. And now get back to doing stuff like As You, or else it's straight up not interesting.
For sure.
Like there are other hotter Nepo babies who are already fitting into the system.
Right.
And people
They got
who
to skip all of the 5 years, essentially.
Dude, the only thing that other people don't have on you, or the other thing you have over everybody else, is that you're not them and you're you.
Right. Yeah.
So if you mute that part, then there's nothing. Everybody with any type of advantage is over you.
Yeah.
Because they're just doing like the best vanilla version that has the best shot of whatever.
Right.
You have to be you until one of your ideas breaks through.
Right. And you have to almost completely ignore everyone else in that sense.
Yeah.
Because you're not going to get the same opportunities they are. And as a matter of fact, a side effect of not doing it exactly the way they do it is you might actually lose opportunities.
Yeah, for sure.
But you have to consider that those opportunities might lead down a path of continually doing things that are not you and are not your soul, or not things you want to make.
Yeah. And you're muting your instincts that got you whatever conversation, you know?
And then you lose it.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh shit. Like, I've been doing this soul crushing shit for fucking 3 years or 4 years or 6 years. And I forgot that, I forgot what I like.
Yeah.
And so, now now more than ever, it really has to be, can you make something? If you want to make something, then can you make it without all the like money and help in the world? And you should.
And you shouldn't wait for that other stuff.
Totally. Because no one is going to come to you and be like, do you have an idea, son?
Yeah.
Because I've got money, you know?
Dude, also to the point of like ignoring things, that used to be the way, like I wouldn't watch anyone's special. I wouldn't watch like shows, not because I was above it, but because I feel like my time could be better suited to like making the stuff.
Yeah.
And then I had a conversation with another comedian in Cleveland, where he was like, no, I get together with my parents when I'm back home in Cleveland. I watch stuff with them all the time, and it rejuvenates like so many ideas. So I used to think like, I don't want my shit to be influenced or tainted by any other stuff, especially like stuff that's in the zeitgeist or like pop culture. But now when I watch stuff, I'm like, oh, if this exists, then why wouldn't they do it like this? Or this reminds me, like you could do this for this or something like that. And so it reinvigorates like original ideas, not so much like I want to make my version of a show.
Yeah.
Great British
like
Bake Off.
Bluey or yeah.
Or Poopy.
Or Poopy. I want to make my
or Bluey.
Yeah, or even Poopy.
Or
those
Blippy.
are all great examples.
Or Goopy.
Yeah,
I do think it's time for
the show
ads.
is
Can I
that?
just say I do think it's time for ads?
Yeah.
We haven't said anything funny yet.
Hey, that's okay. This is what I was saying to Steve earlier. I was like, bro, it's Christmas, man. You gotta just fucking lean into it, dude. It's fucking Christmas.
Yay!
Everyone telling you be a
Dude, that Christmas shit is actually like doing some wonders on my mental health right now. Like, actually, it's making me just imagine like Elf and fucking like Jingle All the Way. All
Now
those
imagine how
legendary.
the heroin is.
Now imagine how the fact that it's actually not Christmas yet.
We should make a video where the three of us, and maybe even Clay, can come be involved. And we try, because I've always had this, I've had this like idea in the back of my head, and I think we've talked about it on the show, about how like Christmas songs are so timeless, but there's only like, there's not that many of these like timeless Christmas classics. And even from the past like 50 years, there's only like 3, like Mariah Carey,
I would disagree.
What else? You think there's more?
Yeah, for sure.
Recently?
I think that there's
that are
at
timeless
least
Christmas
probably
classics?
a playlist of 30 completely recognizable. Oh my god, this is the.
But in
fucking greatest
100
But he's
years.
saying like new ones.
Yeah.
Oh, new ones.
New ones.
Yeah, like they're all the ones that we listen to are all
'cause
ones that
you
have been
could
around
say-
for a long time.
I think that's part of it. I think part of
Christmas is
a
like this built-in
recognizable-
nostalgia thing.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
there's
yeah.
no like
sure.
new Christmas.
For sure,
Yes.
but there's shitty Christmas songs.
For
Name
sure.
one.
Well,
Don't.
it's too early in the year.
Thank you guys.
But what I was gonna say is we should try to make a hit Christmas song,
That would be crazy.
like a new hit Christmas song, because fucking Mariah Carey. That's it right there, dude. Mariah Carey talks about how they wrote "All I Want for Christmas Is You" in like 10 minutes or something.
Oh, it's just things
It's
you
just
say.
things,
Jingle bells,
but it has
dancing,
to be.
first snowfall of the year.
Let's put it on the board.
Gifts.
What are things that we love about
Dude,
Christmas?
I'm telling you, this conversation
It's happened
happens
a billion
every July.
Oh yeah, and not only that, it happens in places where they have lots of money.
Studio City in the
Money.
Hallmark building.
But
That has to be what they do.
But the new aspect of it is James and maybe Clay.
Does Clay know about Christmas?
Clay is Canadian. They don't have Christmas.
They have Boxing
Yeah.
Day.
Well, we can learn a lot about Canadian Christmas if
Yeah.
there is a Canadian Christmas.
There is.
Is it maple leaf shit?
No.
Canadian Christmas is my favorite bourbon.
Canadian Christmas
All right, let's do these ads, brothers.
type shit.
Mike, you got any plugs?
Oh, me first? From the 19th of October to the 23rd of October, I'll be in New York City at the Stand, including on the 22nd, we're doing a very special surrounded show with a stacked lineup. It's going to be fucking awesome. And then I think on the 24th and 25th, I'm going to be doing New York Comedy Club with Drew Lynch in Stamford, Connecticut, literally down the block from where I was born. You ever do stand up down
That's
the block from where
fucking
you're
cool.
born?
I did stand up.
You did. I was there.
Didn't you
And it was
do-
great.
A show in your home somewhere?
Yes, but like the New York Comedy Club in Stamford is literally 0.5 miles away from the building I was born.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Like the hospital you were born in?
The hospital, which did burn down at one point.
But it's okay!
Anyway, not my fault. And then on November 7th, I'm back doing Surrounded at the Improv in LA. And then about a week after that, I go back to New York. Are you sucking me off?
You like the
That's
little,
fucking awesome.
You like the little applause?
The little, there's like 4 people.
Also, you can watch Eliza's Locals on Amazon Prime Video.
Yes.
And I'm on episode 2 of the new season of Eliza's Locals doing stand-up.
That's
a lot of
so
you
cool.
That's fucking awesome,
have
bro. I
watched.
saw it and it was sick.
Thank you so much. I did feel good about it, and I look good about it.
Yeah.
You looked great about it.
Thank you, dude.
Like, not good. You looked fucking awesome
you didn't
about
have to
it.
say that.
I meant it.
The set was... It looks the coolest on camera of any place I've ever done stand-up, but it was the most uncomfortable on that day.
Guys, can I just say real quick? I'm getting a spam call right now.
Yes.
But it's literally like the caller ID says spam ?political.
Whoa, get it.
Yes, yes.
Ignored it.
Ignored it. Well, now you'll never
Yes.
affect change. Now you'll never be able to give Joe
This-
Biden $10. Also, I'm going to be on an episode of Comics Unleashed with Byron Allen on CBS. Not sure the day, but because these are released so far in advance, I would say look out. Just watch every episode, and then one day I'll be on it.
And can I say you can go to steveyounextwhitney.com and help support independent artists make a little movie. And we'd love to have some hardworking folks get paid for their time and their energies. And maybe you just want to check the website out, steveyounextwhitney.com.
That sounds like one of those wedding websites. Like that you put your
Like it's
registry
there,
on.
yeah.
Steve, you next Whitney. We need a toaster.
Hashtag Steve, you next Whitney.
Yeah.
You like they do that. The hashtag, the like bride and groom hashtag.
Anyone can get married however they want, as long as it's not 2 men or 2 women.
Thank God, Mike. I didn't want to have to fight you.
I think marriage is between 2 people who are going to hate each other in 7 years and no one else.
I don't give a.
James has been real quiet over there ever since we started talking about gay marriage. We'll be right back. All right, guys, and I want to thank HeadGum, and I want to thank all of our folks over at HeadGum. We lost some folks we had good contact with over there.
R.I.P. Marika.
R.I.P. Marika. Yeah, she was a real good one. One of the good ones.
Yeah, man.
But she's off to greener pastures, I'm sure. But
Or
yeah,
not. She could be headed down a depressive... She could have a manic depressive episode.
But I'll tell you what, unless it ends in her dying, she'll come right back up in some way.
That's 100%
Yes, sir.
right.
Isn't that right?
That's how it goes.
That's how it goes. That's the life roller coaster, brother. And I also want to thank Josh and Leah and Corey and Byron and
Corey,
James.
Chomps, Byron,
and James.
Leah, James, K-Babe.
Okay, babe. And Lil Bow Bow, and Scream. I want to thank Scream.
I love Scream.
We do love Scream.
It's the poor guy gets quieter every week.
He does get quieter every week.
dying, dude.
Okay, so this first sponsor is brought to you. This episode of Dynamic Sponsor is brought to you by money.
Dude, that is technically right.
Yes, it is. I want to shout out Squarespace, Mamma Mia, and don't we love it? MikeFalzone.com is a Squarespace website
You're
built
100% right, dude.
using the Squarespace features. And if you want to check out what a Squarespace website looks like, but you don't have to take our word for it, you can go to squarespace.com and /banter. Squarespace.com/banter and check out that free trial where you can see what it's like to build your own website and see how easy it is. We're talking a website with all the things you'd want from that: a photo gallery, a place for links, a place to sell your products, your art, your services, and a place for videos and media, multimedia areas, and a fundraiser, donation section, whatever, everything you need, an email burst newsletter, all of the features, all of the things you'd want from a premium website service provider, all from squarespace.com. But again, check it out yourself. Don't just listen to my dumb mouth. Go to squarespace.com/banter for the free trial. And when you're ready to launch, use the offer code BANTER to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. That's squarespace.com/banter for the free trial. And when you're ready to launch, use the offer code BANTER to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. Thank you, Squarespace.
Wow, we almost got blown the fuck up by a space.
It just missed Earth. And also, last but not least, rocket money. Speaking of rocketing out into the moon. Today we're going into the moon. The NASA scientists getting all the astronauts ready. Yeah, where are we going today, boss? Today we're going into the moon. And here's a little samba about it. When you fly into the moon, hey, then you go into the moon.
This is a little samba we want to get off our chest.
But guys, rocket money is.
Dude, imagine if you were like coughing at the doctor's office and then a drum beat came out of nowhere.
That would make it better, man. That'd be fun.
Let's take that into a sketch. Yes, we'll actually have 2 glasses of wine.
What's you like?
Managing your finances takes time, James.
That's right, dude.
And canceling old subscriptions and tracking expenses and sticking to a budget, that's a lot of stuff. Luckily, Rocket Money does the heavy lifting for you, auto-magically finding you ways to save and simplifying the process. Less stress, more time, and a clearer path towards financial freedom, all in one app. Rocket Money is a professional finance app that helps find and cancel your unwanted subscriptions. It monitors your spending and helps lower your bills so you can grow your savings. Isn't that nice?
Yeah.
Yes. Rocket Money has saved users over $2.5 billion, including over 880 million in canceled subscriptions alone. And their 10 million members save up to $740 a year when you use all of the app's premium features. So cancel your unwanted subscriptions. Reach your financial goals faster with Rocket Money. Go to rocketmoney.com/banter today. That's rocketmoney.com/banter. rocketmoney.com/banter. Fuck all that shit.
Good cheese.
Beautiful.
If we had like a show where we could like cut to stuff, I'd want there to be a door that opened and there's just snow and someone like waving like in a Santa outfit, and then it just closes as fast as you hear it.
And the last few like flakes of snow.
Yeah,
I love that, dude.
what a waste of like someone's time.
We gotta fix that closet. Dude, can we do Joker's Wild Poker?
Yes.
As you know, we've been slowly getting rich over the past fucking 8 weeks of Joker's Wild Poker. This is a scratch-off ticket where our hands need to beat dealers' hands. We've already won $50 on Joker's Wild Poker.
50 fucking bucks, boys.
Today we're scratching week number 13 out of 14. Dealer's hand to beat is ace, ace, 8, 8, queen. First card's a 7.
I'm the Joker, baby.
7 of clubs. Second card is an 8 of clubs.
Oh
Holy
shit.
shit.
Third
Dude.
card is a 9 of clubs. Here's a
my
reminder
God.
that a royal flush beats what the dealer has currently. Fourth card is a 10 of clubs.
Oh shit.
So right now we need 6 of clubs or jack of clubs
I'm the Joker, baby.
to get a royal flush. Last card.
I'm nervous as fuck.
I'm the Joker, baby.
Oh shit! Dude! What?
Oh,
the
fuck. Okay.
It's a jack of clubs, which means we have won yet again.
A royal flush.
Joker's
Oh my god!
Joker's awesome masturbation.
But we don't know what we've won.
Right. There's a chance that they gave us a fucking royal flush to give us $2.
That's right.
Or it's $10,000.
And keep in mind, if we win anything over $5, we end the show. Scratching off the prize part.
What did we win? What did we win?
We won $150. Dog, imagine I just looked right into the camera and ripped this thing apart.
Dude, that's incredible.
This is the craziest. Oh, no, never mind. I scratched off the wrong thing.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Wait, it could be better.
No, it's worse. It's $5.
Are you kidding?
Yeah, I scratched off the wrong prize part.
So you scratched off the prize for the next one
For the one previous.
that we didn't win.
We did not win $150. We should take back the song.
Fuck.
Could we do? Is it too late to take back the song?
We can.
Oh, I'm editing this week, so I'll probably leave it in.
We can try to play it backwards and see what happens.
Try that. Yeah.
Yeah, let's run it back.
Okay, I think we did it.
That undid that. Yeah.
This is still the most. I've never won so many times on
Well,
card.
it was only $10.
Well, it's $5.
No,
And
the,
then a
the
couple
thing
weeks
cost
ago-
you $10.
Yeah, and we've won so much more. So now we have what, $55? That's crazy. $55 is 100 away from $150.
Yeah, but
And-
that we would have had $200.
You're 100% right.
Thank you, guys.
And that's
Any more of that, I'm gonna have a panic attack.
James.
Dude, this is relaxing.
So, Mike, did you have some observations you wanted to share with us?
I certainly did. Just a couple things that happened within the past few weeks that I've observed and said, hey, what's that?
Do you want me to give you some music? What do you want? Something like?
Do you have any like Zen spa music?
I'm sure I do.
We could do that. I think we're getting some from your phone. There we go.
I'm on airplane mode.
Oh, I didn't know what's coming from that. It's somebody's purring. Not anymore though. What do you guys think of people who ask for medical advice via their Instagram story? I had a friend.
Rather than going to a fucking website.
Is it close friends?
Yeah, and also like a doctor.
Yeah.
Like
well,
they'll-
that's last case scenario.
They'll post a picture of their kid, and their kid will have a rash, and then they'll be like, has anyone ever had a rash like this? Because my doctor says it's this, but I don't know. And
With
I understand
their Cash App.
you need to like, yeah, they put it on Venmo.
Rash app.
Rash app is funny. Write that down. And then they'll say,
That's the name of the episode.
yeah, rash app.
Rash app.
But it's spelled like it's one word, but there's an
the
A in the
A.
middle. Yeah. But it's like
Is it a close friends story or is it public?
public.
Damn.
Some people, they don't have enough to delegate.
Do you think it's like a 1-2 punch of like, fuck, I haven't made any content today?
No. These aren't content.
These are just regular
These are back
folks.
home. Like,
Wow.
like, I have to do this so I have second life. But they're also do your own research people, which is like do your own research. You
Yeah.
know,
You
don't
feel me?
ask your neighbor
Live
what your
you
kid's
preach,
rash is,
baby.
Yeah,
You hear me, baby?
but it's also like so doctors have been studying
People like that.
people all their lives, right?
Yeah.
So you don't trust this one. So why wouldn't you just ask another doctor rather than like,
stranger.
hey, you work at CVS or whatever?
Or like,
You know
hey,
what I
you're
mean?
also on Instagram.
Hey, you just changed my oil. What do you think of my kid's rash?
And can I put oil on it?
Can I put motor oil on my kid?
Or is that fucked?
Hello?
I don't care about your opinion anymore.
Like an RFK Jr. telling people to
Vaccines are making your kids super smart about space. So fuck so many different people in the government right now. But also, okay, so I was getting on a plane to Tulsa, and there was a kid getting on the plane in front of me, and the kid had a little Super Mario book bag.
Cute.
And the flight attendant, as they do, will try to like make friends with the child
Yeah.
and find some
Yeah.
common ground, some
Was
camaraderie.
it a kid who was traveling on their own?
This kid was completely by himself. No, they
With a Mario
had
back.
they had a mom with them.
Because
She
you know, like when a
becomes an
kid,
integral-
like kids when they travel alone, like the flight attendant kind of like looks after them and shit and puts them
Yeah.
in like certain seat and stuff.
No, like, do you want to drive the plane? It's
do
your
you want to
birthday.
drive your plane or not?
You want to drive the plane? It's your birthday. You can drive the plane if it's your
If
birthday.
it's your birthday.
And you're under 5.
Yeah, that is how 9/11 happened.
Yeah, it is. They don't want you to know that, though.
They don't want you to know that it was both the terrorists' birthdays.
And they were babies.
They were babies, dude. So the flight attendant goes,
And with AI, we could make that.
so Sora to hear that. So the flight attendant looks at the backpack and he goes, that's my text tone, right? And then the mom is like, oh, the coin sound? Because that would be a great text tone.
Yeah.
I think I've actually heard stuff like
That's
that.
a good text tone.
Yeah. And then the guy goes, no, the full Mario song. And then I spent the rest of the flight thinking, 3 hours, that every time that guy gets a text, it goes,
It's an unstoppable- Not a phone call.
No.
A text.
text tone.
And he's
That's
in a-
insane.
Imagine when he's in a group chat, man.
Oh
and,
my
that- and it just keeps cutting itself off, but the other
Yeah.
one keeps playing. So it doesn't like cut it off the other one from stopping. It just like layers and layers of it
That's
playing.
like this show.
I was
Dude.
gonna say that's like this show. That's like I've
Every
never
time
heard
that
That's
guy
actually a
gets
new
text
form
this
of
show.
CIA torture.
I'm sorry. My boys are talking about fantasy football. I saw Keith David. Isn't that great?
Love Keith.
What a
David.
legend.
What a legend.
End of
Absolute
story.
legend. That's an observation.
I was talking to someone and I don't remember why this was brought up. And before I start this story, I want you to hear me and believe me when I say this is not a negative thing
Okay.
because it involves you.
Okay.
But I think it's a friendship observation and not a negative thing.
Okay.
But I can't control how you take it, right? So you let me know.
That's true. Yeah.
I have over 9 years discovered the specific difference between fake laugh Steve and real laugh Steve.
Okay. But there it's always a laugh.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't come out unless it's funny to me. So even if it doesn't make me lose my shit,
You've never laughed at anything that you think isn't funny. I've done it. I'll admit it. It's
it's
not right.
not as much now as an adult.
Right. The older
But-
you get,
but
the harder
yeah,
it is to have
but
a
yeah.
fake laugh.
Well,
Absolutely.
when we did shit like table talk
Yeah.
on the SourceFed days.
Everything we said on Table Talk was funny.
Sometimes you do it with someone that's not so funny.
Dude, you sound like such a mobster when he said that.
And hey, listen,
Sometimes we're sitting around a table, you know, it's not so funny.
it's making jokes, so it's not so funny.
Do you want to know the differences or no?
Sure, you could
I feel like Steve fake laugh is you could hear individual ha's more like ha 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 ha, right? And Steve real laughing so
yeah. I mean, I think I like to laugh.
Yeah.
So
You're good
any
at it.
opportunity I will take it.
Yeah.
And also,
And there's different degrees of laughter. As
yeah.
well. Yeah.
But also, laughter is a great way to make other people feel comfortable.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And I like to do that. I like
Yeah.
to make people feel comfortable.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
And even if it's something that's not fucking hilarious, but I understand it's a joke,
Yeah.
it may not come out as like a bust up laugh. Like,
Yeah.
that I couldn't help but do.
Yeah.
But it's still it's still an acknowledgement of what you said was funny.
Yes.
Because I don't want someone to tell me a joke. Like, let's say that James isn't here. It's just
Well, James
us.
is maybe a bad example of this.
Well, let's say James isn't here,
Okay.
and let's say it's just me and you in here.
Yeah.
And you say something that is killing you laughing.
Yeah.
But I'm sitting here not making a sound.
I'm also a bad example because I would want.
Well, yeah, you
silence.
want genuine. You want the genuine.
Yeah,
But we're also making a show.
Oh, you're saying we're alone. James is not here, but we're still recording the show.
Yes.
I thought we were
no,
just
no, no,
in
no,
the
no. We're
room.
making the show. No, we're making the show.
Yeah.
So there's an aspect of like when you're making a show that is meant to be entertaining, and there's a dynamic between two people.
Yes.
I don't want to be like.
You don't want to know.
I want to I want to serve the moment.
Yes.
Yeah,
Which
you
I
don't
think
wanna
is
shut
good.
down the potential
I don't
for
want to shut. Yes.
a bit or the energy
Yeah,
of something
yeah.
to happen for sure.
And
But now,
yeah.
since you brought this whole thing up, I'm going back to everything that Steve's ever laughed at that
Yeah.
I've said, and I'm trying to
And they all sound one way, don't they?
I'm trying to categorize them.
It only sounds one. You know. But
Dude, now I'm gonna make jokes and I'm gonna go.
I don't want that.
And then I fucking farted.
I don't want it. No. Nobody wants that. And nobody wants to watch a show where only one person's laughing. You know?
Yeah.
Nobody, what show there's the only type
But
of show
wouldn't that if it was entertaining enough, wouldn't that create such a magical moment when the laugh did happen? Because it would build the suspense and then it would let it off like a pressure cooker.
Yeah, but it
Like
would
a
make
nail
all the
bomb?
moments where there was one-sided laughter like awkward and not fun.
I mean, that's why they put canned laughter in all the sitcoms.
Totally,
Yep.
yeah. I think for the sake of creating entertainment for other people's like
Once again, not a criticism.
jokes,
Just the observation.
yeah. I think, but what I'm saying is like I'll certainly do like
Performance
an
laugh.
emphasized laugh.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think
Like
everybody
the-
does that.
Dude, my least favorite laugh is when you're at open mic and you laugh at your friend's jokes
Yeah.
in a way that let everyone know that you think it's funny.
I want you to know I'm laughing at your joke. I want you to think on stage about me. while
I
you're
want
up there.
everyone to know that I'm laughing at that.
Sometimes I can't help doing that because I'm just a loud fucking laugh.
Yeah, and it's also
laugher.
like a nervous thing.
for sure.
You know, you don't want to have secondhand embarrassment for your friend when their joke falls flat, but also if they're trying to be funny, they need that.
Yeah, I mean, you also want to be encouraging as a friend too. Like, you don't want to be like, not. Let's say like there's zero laughter for
Yeah.
like the first 3 banger jokes,
Yeah.
and later on you're like, dude, even my fucking friends didn't laugh at that shit.
It was like, dude, it's also
Like,
like
it's kinda like
difference in upbringing stuff.
For sure.
Because I think
for sure.
when you were getting taught stuff like that because of like early source fed,
yeah,
I was at home and my friends would give me dead silence unless it was genuine. And there
Well,
was no,
everybody-
obviously there's a
yeah.
camera on you
Yeah.
and there's not a camera on me and my friends. But growing up, dude, it was like you had one best friend and they would laugh at most of your shit because you were on the same wavelength.
yeah, you were a couple of bros,
And then
broing out.
everyone you had to like earn the respect of would be dead silent until you said something that made them have an uncontrollable reaction.
Yeah, but it's like it requires a bit more work, and it could come off as disingenuous if you're like pushing and forcing someone to laugh.
Yeah.
But in my friend group, I have some friends that are like, they're really hard to make laugh, even with like my best tricks.
Is it like a medical condition?
Do they know how? Has no one taught them how?
I think that there's just people that laugh at like there are some people that I know where I'm like, I just want to know what makes you fucking almost piss yourself.
Who's your
laughing.
hardest friend to make genuinely laugh?
So far, there's a newcomer to the group that our friend Christian brought into our like Fortnite family, our squad, and her name is Bethany. And I don't think I've ever made her lose her shit laugh.
I don't think she goes.
Maybe a mute, huh? Oh, you think there's a mute happening?
It's too loud.
Like mute the laugh? Damn, that sucks, because when you're a funny person and you know you're a funny person, you want to you want to receive the feedback.
How can you even tell if it's just like there's like 6 of you on there and you're like listening for one?
Because sometimes it's 4 of us, and like it's not like a thing that bothers me or anything. It's just an observation, because it's something where it's like, dude, we laugh at the most like broken shit.
Yeah,
Like me and Ryan Faroki.
I know.
It just gets stupid.
Yeah,
dude.
stupid.
It
Like
gets
where it's actually
stupid.
It's like no brain cell shit.
Yeah.
We have this bit where we say we're Kermit the Frog, doing a Kermit the Frog voice, but we go, cremate the frog here. Like we change, and it's just back and forth. Kermit the puppet here, Muppet the Frog here, cremate the dog here, and it's just like back and forth, and we're crying.
And Beth doesn't think that's funny at all.
Beth thinks it's funny, but it's not. It doesn't make her bust up laughing.
Yeah.
Like
Now, would you rather her be that, or would you rather her give you courtesy laugh?
Well, I'm okay with whatever she wants to do. The fact that she comes back and plays games with us multiple times a week means that it doesn't matter. She's just for the love of the game.
She's looking for a squad. And she's
has
found
us on-
a means to an end.
She thinks you guys are good at building.
But she like,
Dude, sometimes
it just makes me wonder, what is it that would make you almost lose your shit, like piss yourself laugh?
I think that discovery and that real laugh is worth all of the she didn't laugh.
Yeah, but it doesn't even need to be from me. I just want to know what it is. I just want to know what it is that makes you bust up your shit piss laughing.
I want to know what it is that makes you throw completely out.
Yeah. It's different when you can see them, though, because we're not like all seeing each other, you know? Like if I'm standing around with folks and one of them is like this while I'm cracking bangers,
It hurts more.
I'm like, what is going on?
Imagine
Like,
if that
what?
was an audience of people.
Hello?
Bibbidi Bambleden, you're on Dynamic Banter with Mike and Steve
Bambleden.
and James.
Hi, Mike, it's Steve and James.
Nick, would you participate in a conversation with us?
I'd love to participate in a conversation with you, and I wish more people would talk like that.
So we're talking about the difference between fake laughter and real laughter.
Okay?
And Steve is talking about certain people he plays video games with don't necessarily think that everything that him and Ryan Froke say is the most hilarious thing in the world. And
I don't believe it.
and that's okay, even though Nick doesn't believe that. But we play soccer on a near constant basis, and we both say
Yes.
things back and forth, don't we? And I
Yes.
would love for you to give an example of what it sounds like when you say something that I don't think is funny.
Okay, so can you say something that I might say that's not funny?
Yeah.
Say one of your famous takes about the gays.
He doesn't really have any famous.
No,
takes
your
about-
famous takes about the gays.
Oh, so wait, you're saying you want me to say something you would say that I don't think is funny?
No, he said you say something that he would not think
I'll
is
just
funny.
ask him what he said.
That's what he said.
Yeah, no, you should be me and I'll be you in this instance. Say something that's annoying.
Hello, Mike. I've had a right cracky day right now. And then you'll say something, and then that's me not laughing, and then you'll say something like this. And I've said right now, just now.
Yeah, sure.
And
That's right, that's what I said.
Nick will like rewind himself to make sure there's not a microphone problem.
Did you hear me? I said.
Yeah.
And that's my favorite thing that somebody does when.
Did you hear me when I said it?
And I must be on mute.
And now I'm on mute.
Yori.
So yeah, we were talking about that.
That's great. I'm playing soccer right now.
Who is the person in your life that is the most difficult to make genuinely laugh?
Most difficult. Probably you in reality, which is why when you do laugh, which you do sometimes with me, I think it's nice.
It's rewarding.
It makes me feel nice. It's
But-
rewarding.
But it would be a bummer if all your friends were like that, right?
Yeah, I need people that are going to kind of laugh at whatever I say.
That's right.
sometimes.
Yep.
We love laughers.
All right, thank you, Nick. I really appreciate your
Thanks,
input on
Nick.
this.
Thank you, Nick.
Thank you, Mike, and thank you, Steve. And you let me.
So
He didn't
that's
thank
what's up.
me. But he's probably,
He probably was on the way.
was going to, and then you hung up, so it's fine.
Definitely.
Yeah,
was
he was probably gonna thank me too.
You know what else is a thing too, Mike? For me, is like a lot of times what I find funny about something might not even be because something actually funny was said, but the circumstances surrounding it are funny.
Like you think the situation is funny.
Like
Or
no
it's
one
funny that-
laughing is funny.
Yes. and somebody trying to make a joke in this situation is funny, even though the joke isn't funny.
Correct. Yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
Or
So many things can be funny.
Or
I love funny shit.
Or it's like you said something where you don't realize there's like a regular person close by.
Yeah.
And you've said something fucking ridiculous.
Yeah,
And that's a kind of funny that's like not necessarily like I'm going to piss my pants.
Yes.
But it's like it's funny.
Yeah.
My favorite thing is when you like break somebody's brain. Like they've never
Yeah.
heard anything like that in their
Yeah.
life. Some middle America sense of humor shit.
Yeah.
Where they have no like
Coastal elite James DeAngelis.
you literally say something and it's so funny, and then they're just like, wow.
Yeah. I one
They'll
time
usually repeat it.
One time I said, the bag I keep my finger in keeps changing.
And I've heard, it's something I've heard you say multiple times.
I said it as like I want to just get this broken thing out of my mouth, and it broke a lot of brains.
Yeah.
Like my friends that we were playing Fortnite with, they were like, "What the fuck did you just say?"
Yeah. And then how does that end?
The bag I keep my finger in keeps changing.
Yeah. How does it? What's the end game of that?
That's it. It's just like
You said,
it's just
what are the reactions afterward?
absolute broken brains, like laughter, but also like what? Like I can't even conceive of what that means.
Yeah.
Like I can't visualize what that even is.
And then we just move on like it's never been said.
I like to ask like AI that question. Why does the bag I keep my finger in keep changing?
And then what is AI?
It'll
I'd
be
love
like-
to help you with that.
This is seriously
you're
a really
right.
smart question, and I'm gonna say thank you. For
You're so
asking me.
smart, right? And right.
And I love your ass.
And we should get married.
All right. Well, shall we wrap it up?
Yeah.
I know you had some shit to share, but we rarely.
That's
ever
okay.
get
You
to
know
it.
what, man?
Hang on to
I'll
it.
save it. It's evergreen shit.
Hang on to it.
The clips I have, I'll share that with you guys any fucking time I want.
Guys, thank you so much for James. I love you, buddy. Great job, Mike. Great job, buddy. It's rare that we get to end this show
With $150.
with $150. We're $150 richer. But yeah, great job. Go check out MikeFalzone.com to find out all the places where he's doing stuff. Mike, unless you want to.
Watch out. Comics Unleashed on CBS. Eliza's Locals on Amazon Prime. And going to be in New York at the end of November or mid-November, including Surrounded on the 22nd. If you're waiting for it to come back to LA, wait no further than November 7th when we come back to LA.
That's so soon.
Yes. And go to that website that Steve said before about his movie.
SteveYouNextWhitney.com.
That was a headgum podcast.